You would recall that last year we announced the Ministerial Sports Bursary, which aimed at harnessing the talent of youngsters and supporting these children with academic and as well as sporting support, purely based on their talents and their skills on the sporting field. Today signifies the signing ceremony, officially handing over the resources and the money to the parents and the children selected at the 2012 National School Sport Championships. Indeed, we believe that these children can be afforded the opportunity and should be supported to nurture, incubate and develop their talent so that they can contribute towards a broader pool base on which national teams can be selected. The bursary is divided into various parts. It's a full complement of 100,000 annually given to a child until they complete their studies. But in the 100,000 annually, 40% of this is dedicated towards supporting them with their tuition fees, their residence fees, their meals, everything they require to study, the books, all the works. But again, we set aside money for scientific support in sport, including coaching, including provision of sport equipment, including scientific medical screening sport-wise to look at how fit they are, what their capabilities are, to also do these screening processes for purposes of tailor-made coaching programs for them. And certainly we are of the view that we should also afford these children much more than that, provide them with life skills, ensure that their training is beyond reproach, and that we provide them with adequate support. This support will also include the anti-doping testing. We want to make sure that we produce in them clean athletes who comply with the international code and who, when they are ripe for selection, have no traces of banned and prohibited substances on the WADA code. And we are confident that we will be able to achieve this, as these children would be tested regularly, and we would ensure that we produce good and clean champions out of it. In our country, we have a huge backlog in terms of sport facilities as well as in terms of provision of sport equipment to schools. There are schools, believe it or not, which have not played any sport for the last 18 years. And we are changing that with this school sport program. We believe that all children in our country must be afforded an opportunity to play sport, and this we can achieve by ensuring that we support and we provide adequate provision for the schools that have not played sport to be able to play. This year in January, we were able to support 50 schools per province, about 450 nationally, which have not played sport before, with equipment valued at about 45 million rands. And we have been able to provide all of this to help these schools register and come and be able to play in the National School Sport League. Our talent identification program has to run at various levels. At a local festival level, where local schools in a similar locality play against each other. At a district festival, where schools that have won the local festivals compete against each other. And again, at a provincial championship, where schools that won district competitions are competing, and ultimately the pinnacle being at a national championship. In full swing, this system would also mean that children that came out of the provincial championships, those children that have been identified will go into a national talent identification and selection camp, where they will be the cream of the cream will be selected on the basis of their sporting prowess and the talent that they show innately and the latent talents they may be having. Consequently, the children that are not necessarily selected at the national selection camps does not mean that they are then dumped. They would be given a second opportunity via the regional academy system. We hand them back over to provinces, where with the provincial conditional grant we give to support academies on a regional level, those provinces will help nurture the talent of these children, and perhaps, who knows, they will make it again to the national selection camp, and they could potentially also access the Ministerial Sports Bursary. So this is not necessarily based on academic performance. It is largely based on the ability and the talents on the sporting field. However, we still insist that the children ought to pass, and they still ought to make progress academically, and the two have to go together.
It will help me grow strong, make me confident in my work and stuff, support medically and all the fun stuff. They help me strive towards my success. Yeah, all I can say, thank you for the bursary.
Okay. Do you have a record In athletics, can you tell us about your performances in athletics?
I ran last year my personal best in a time of 10.49 seconds in Pretoria last year at the mini Olympic Games. And 200 meter time was 21.32 seconds. Yes, my personal best.
So basically, you're a 100 meters schools champion in South Africa.
Yes, I am a specialist.
What is your dream?
My dream just 4 years from now to be in the Olympics amongst the big names and stuff. But yeah, it's my dream to be successful and stuff.